Well, may as well get started on this video. Yet another retraction, another mistake that I need to correct from my previous video. Although this is a bit of a weird one, and I get into that. This, however, is also not my fault, but a response to a correction from CIG. Also, I'll talk a bit about why I'll be skipping the start of this year's Expo and Drake Days. I will not be attending or covering any of the news or deals or ship releases at the start of the Expo. Now, this is not in response to any issue I have with the Expo or CIG or the recent changes to the Best in Show paints, which, as we'll get into, aren't so bad, or the referral stuff. The reason I'm not attending the start of this year Expo, and I'm going to get this out of the way, is simply that the day coincides with my wife's birthday. Simple as that. She's not a gamer, and we have other plans that override imaginary spaceships. I know, hard to believe. So that's it. I'll cover the ship sales, new ships, all the game packages. It's just going to be a day or two after the Expo starts. Now, onto two big pieces of news. First, I did miss that there was indeed an announcement about a referral bonus for the upcoming Expo, and that this happened maybe about 5 days ago. There was a statement put out that there would not be a referral bonus, and I actually thought maybe there would, maybe there wouldn't. I assumed that there would because usually there is a referral bonus happening around this time. To me, it was not clear originally if there would not be one for the Expo or not for one for 318, but they did say there is not going to be a referral bonus for the Expo. And I think this is kind of a big surprise. Everyone is expecting something, not knowing what it would be, whether it be something in-game like clothing or weapon, or potentially a ship like there has been in the past. I did say hold off on buying the game until you knew if there was going to be a referral bonus. I still say hold off buying the game until the Expo because, first of all, you never know. There has been times in the past where CIJ said there's not going to be a referral bonus, and then about a week later, a referral bonus is offered. Also, there is, as you're going to see later, times where CIG will say something and then will retract or change things based on that. So, regardless, hold off on buying until after the Expo. Definitely still make an account if you haven't made an account ready, using something like the link below and using a referral code, because no matter what, when you become a backer, when you get a game package, if you've used a referral code, you're going to get something a little bit extra, even if that referral code was entered years ago. You just can't add one after the fact. So always use a referral code when making your account. You'll still get some free UEC in the game, and maybe there's going to be a little bit of referral. On top of that, also, there's going to be packages on sale. There's going to be some sort of discount, some sort of sale on ships. So hold off for a couple more days until the Expo before you get yourself a game package. In fact, wait till close to the end. Really try out the ships. Really see what you like. You're going to have the free fly event. You're going to be able to play for free regardless up until the end of the event. So take the time to really look around and try out the verse. See if this game is for you, and then get yourself a package. And by then, we'll have looked through some of the packages that are available and see what I recommend. Now, on to what would have been the big news. Now, I looked at Spectrum before work, and I actually recorded something that was rendering, and I was going to put out on YouTube as soon as I got home. And while I was at work, I kind of rewrote some of the stuff that I was going to talk about here, and then I come home, and there's been a change. So the big news originally was that CIG made a mistake, and there was a statement put out that the Pisces paints were version specific, meaning a C8 and a C8X are two different ships, and the Best in Show skin was only going to C8X owners. And this is in contrast to what I said earlier about if you owned a Carrack, even a Carrack that says it comes with a Pisces but you didn't have one, as long as you had a Carrack in your account, you're getting a skin. As long as you had a Pisces of any version, you were getting a skin. And then they said that is not the case, we misspoke, and it's only C8X. Unsurprisingly, people were not happy about that. So it's now updated that they've changed it, that if you own any Pisces, you're going to get the Best in Show skin. The difference being that you're only going to be able to apply it to a C8X until 318, at which point you'll be able to apply the Pisces skin to other versions of the Pisces. And they're saying that that's because the Pisces are not modular, they're different variants. And in a way, I kind of agree with that, just that's not what they stated originally. So I think, really, the medical Pisces is to blame for this, because if there's a medical Pisces coming out, it's going to be a different version than the other Pisces, and it maybe has a different exterior with the lights on it, something like that, that's making it not the same. Because normally you're looking at a ship where the skin is different, and that was their reasoning for having a paint not work on one or another. Now, CIG made a mistake and was offering now to retract and give the skin to everyone. The right move? Yes and no. Yes, because they said that Carrick and C8 owners would get this. So if you say it, then absolutely you should bring this to them. Also, the C8 was the original ship in the showdown, but they switched that to the C8X. Mostly, I think, because the C8X is the one you can buy standalone. You can't buy a C8 standalone, I believe. But I also think no, because these are different variants of the same ship. Just like you have the Cutlass, there's different variants of the Cutlass. You have the Hercules, different variants of that, different variants of the Pisces. And last year there was an issue with the Hercules winning, and not all Hercules owners would get a paint. It would only go to the one Hercules model, but a modular 600i would get the paint no matter which version you own. And that made sense because they said modular ships will all share a paint. Different versions are different. So backtracking on this, it's going to upset a lot of the Hercules owners that didn't get paint last year, because they now are doing this for the Pisces. So it's a yes or no. It's not really a winnable situation for CIG. They made a mistake. They owned up to it. So they're doing the right thing as far as that is concerned. We'll see how this goes out. I haven't really looked into Spectrum. I was just wanting to get this quick thing out. I'm not going to be taking part in the beginning of the Expo, so hopefully it's awesome. Hopefully everyone is going to be excited. Unfortunately, everyone here is going to be finding out what the new ships are and trying out these new ships before I get a chance. And I love some of the Drake ships, so I'm still going to be able to rent them. I'll just have to pop on and quickly do a rental so I can try them out sometime the next day on the weekend, maybe on Saturday. Until then, I'm just going to have to be reading Spectrum and just kind of keeping up on what is going on. So that is it. This is the only news that I really have for today. Hopefully, there's going to be some more. Check out Spectrum and find out some more news about what's going on. And this is a little bit kind of off the cuff. You can tell that I don't have a script here I'm working with. So that is it. I think I've talked about everything that I want to talk about. And I am going to leave you now to head on out and check out what is going on in the Expo coming up very soon. So until then, I hope to see you all soon in the verse. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.